JDW Blood Rumble 12th show of 2022 by Colton Dennis. Hello everyone and welcome to the 12th show of Blood Rumble. I hope you all had a great weekend, because I know we did here, said announcer number 2. That's right, we now have both rosters full of great wrestlers. We have originals like Hellfire, the Hyena, the Bodyguard and even the Governor, said announce number 1. Yeah, and we also have new wrestlers, just like Gargoyle, Dynamite, Wolf, King, and even our new Galaxy champion, the Man, said announcer number 2. And I can't wait to see what happens, said announcer number 1. Beldings. This match is scheduled for one fall, and is a 10-woman battle royale, where the winner will face Willow for the Ladies' Championship. Introducing the challengers: Raven, Luna, Angel, Ivory, Obsession, Gemini, Blue Rose, Tempest, Mantra and Coral, said announce number 3. Beldings. All 10 women are attacking each other. Here we go with the first match of the night, said announce number 1. One of these 10 women will face Willow, and I can't wait to find out who it's gonna be, said announcer number 2. Both Ivory and Mantra are lifting Obsession over the top rope. Obsession is holding onto the ropes. Ivory steps backwards, grabs Mantra's leg, then lifts her over the top rope. Obsession lands onto the ledge of the ring. Mantra lands onto the floor. Mantra looks up at Ivory. Ivory shrugs her shoulders. Sorry, said Ivory. Luna punches Angel. Angel groans, then leans against the ropes. Luna grabs Angel, lifts her, then slams her onto the mat. Angel groans. Luna runs, bounces off of the ropes, then goes for a body splash onto Angel. Angel moves out of the way. Luna lands face first onto the mat, groans, then slowly stands up. Angel stands up, grabs Luna from behind, then throws her over the top rope. Luna lands onto the ledge of the ring, then pulls herself up onto it. Angel approaches Luna. Luna's shoulder blocks Angel's stomach. Angel groans, then walks backwards. Luna starts going through the middle rope. Angel dropkicks Luna. Luna falls off of the ledge of the ring, then lands onto the floor. Luna's eliminated, said announcer number 2. Ivory whips Coral into the corner. Coral groans. Ivory runs at Coral. Coral boots Ivory. Ivory staggers backwards. Coral jumps onto the second rope. Ivory punches Coral. Coral groans. Ivory climbs onto the second rope. This is very dangerous. One or both women could slip off those ropes, said announcer number 1. Ivory sets Coral up for a suplex. Coral punches Ivory's right side a few times. Ivory is groaning, then starts punching Coral. Coral is groans, sways, then punches Ivory. Ivory groans, sways, then punches Coral. Both Coral and Ivory punch each other really hard, go over the top rope, then land onto the ledge of the ring. Oh, that was a close one. They're both still in it though, said announcer number 2. Both Coral and Ivory stand up on the ledge of the ring, climb up the turn buckle, then continuously punch each other. Ivory punches Coral's right side. Coral groans. Ivory sets Coral up for a suplex. No, don't do that, Ivory, said announcer number 1. Coral punches Ivory's right side, then head butts her. Ivory is swaying on the second turnbuckle, then punches Coral. Coral is swaying on the second turnbuckle. Both Coral and Ivory both punch each other, bounce off the ledge of the ring, then land onto the floor. Both Coral and Ivory are eliminated, said announcer number 2. That was intense, said announcer number 1. Gemini kicks Angel's stomach, sets her up for a powerbomb, then lifts her. Angel punches Gemini, then does a Hurricane Rana onto her. Gemini rolls onto the mat, stands up, then turns around. Angel does a spinning heel kick onto Gemini. Gemini groans. Angel turns Gemini onto her stomach, kicks her back, then sets up for a camel clutch. Gemini is struggling, moves her arms, then pulls Angel face first onto the mat. Angel groans, then stands up. Gemini stands up, turns Angel around, then does a jumping cutter onto her. Angel groans. Gemini picks up Angel, then throws her over the top rope. Angel lands onto the floor. "There goes Angel," said announcer number 2. Gemini turns around. Obsession runs, then clotheslines Gemini over the top rope. Gemini lands onto the ledge of the ring. Obsession is kicking Gemini. Gemini is groaning. Raven hits Obsession's back. Obsession groans. Raven grabs Obsession's head, then runs towards the ropes. Obsession reverses it, then throws Raven through the middle rope. Raven lands onto the floor, then groans. Just to remind everyone, Raven ain't eliminated. She went through the middle rope, said announcer number 1. Obsession approaches Gemini. Gemini shoulder blocks Obsession's stomach, grabs her hair, then pulls her over the top rope. Obsession lays onto the ledge of the ring. Gemini is kicking Obsession. Obsession is groaning. Gemini picks Obsession up, then goes for a jumping cutter onto the ledge of the ring. Obsession pushes Gemini. Gemini staggers forwards, stops, then turns around. Obsession kicks Gemini's stomach. Gemini groans. Obsession sets Gemini up for a suplex. Not on the ledge, Obsession, said announcer number 2. Obsession does a fisherman's suplex onto Gemini on the ledge of the ring. Both Gemini and Obsession are groaning, then roll off the ledge of the ring, then they both land onto the floor. Both Gemini and Obsession are eliminated. And we're down to 3, said announcer number 1. Blue Rose, Raven and Tempest are looking at each other. Blue Rose kicks Tempest's stomach, then punches Raven. Tempest punches Blue Rose, then clotheslines Raven. Blue Rose kicks Tempest's stomach, runs, bounces off of the ropes, then does a knee lift onto her. Tempest groans, then goes into the ropes. Blue Rose grabs Tempest's legs, then slowly lifts her over the top rope. Tempest is struggling, then kicks Blue Rose. Blue Rose groans, then walks away. Raven clotheslines both Blue Rose first, then Tempest. Blue Rose stands up. Raven kicks Blue Rose's stomach, then whips her into the corner. Blue Rose groans. Raven kicks Tempest's stomach, then whips her into Blue Rose. Both Blue Rose and Tempest are groaning. Raven runs at both Blue Rose and Tempest, then does a jumping corner body splash onto them. Both Blue Rose and Tempest fall onto the mat. Raven's holding her own, said announcer number 2. She could win this thing if she keeps this momentum, said announcer number 1. Raven picks Blue Rose up, kicks her stomach, then sets up for a double arm underhook facebuster. Tempest stands up, then clotheslines Raven. Raven groans. Tempest picks Raven up, then throws her over the top rope. Raven lands onto the ledge of the ring. Tempest whips Blue Rose. Blue Rose reverses it. Raven pulls down the top rope. Tempest goes over the top rope, then lands onto the ledge of the ring. Both Raven and Tempest are punching each other. Blue Rose looks at both Raven and Tempest standing on the ledge of the ring, then runs at them. Both Raven and Tempest double shoulder block Blue Rose's stomach. Blue Rose groans, then falls against the ropes. Both Raven and Tempest pick Blue Rose up, then pull her over the top rope. All three are on the ledge. They need to be careful, said announcer number 2. Blue Rose elbows Tempest's stomach, then kicks Raven's stomach. Tempest punches Blue Rose. Blue Rose groans. Tempest sets Blue Rose up for a powerbomb. Raven boots Tempest. Tempest falls onto the ledge of the ring. Blue Rose stands up, then turns around. Raven kicks Blue Rose's stomach, then sets her up for a double arm underhook. Facebuster. Blue Rose is struggling, runs, then rams Raven into the ring post. Raven groans, then holds onto the top rope. Blue Rose smiles, then runs at Raven. Raven boots Blue Rose. Blue Rose staggers backwards. Raven stands up. Blue Rose turns around, then runs at Raven. Raven lifts her right knee. Blue Rose runs into Raven's right knee, then falls off the ledge of the ring. Now we're down to 2, said announcer number 1. One of these women will face Willow, said announcer number 2. Raven rolls inside of the ring. Tempest appears in the corner. Raven stands up, runs at Tempest, then jumps at her. Tempest moves. Raven goes face first into the top turnbuckle, then groans. Tempest is watching Raven. Raven is slowly standing up. Tempest runs, then bounces off of the ropes. Raven turns around. Tempest does a diving forearm onto Raven. Raven groans, then lays onto the mat. Tempest is smiling. This one's over. Tempest will get her title back from Willow, said announcer number 2. She still needs to throw Raven over the top rope, said announcer number 1. Look at Raven. She's out. There's no way she's winning, said announcer number 2. Tempest picks Raven up, runs, then goes to throw her over the top rope. Raven reverses it, then throws Tempest over the top rope. Tempest lands onto the floor. Bell dings. Here's your winner, Raven, said announcer number 3. Oh my God. Raven is gonna face Willow for the title, said announcer number 2. Raven was the first ever ladies champion. Could she become the first ever 2-time ladies champion? Asked announcer number 1. I'm still in shock. I really thought Tempest had it in the bag, said announcer number 2. Raven stands up. Referee number 1 raises Raven's left arm. Raven turns around. Tempest appears staring at Raven. You're good. You really are. That's why you are gonna be the champion. I know you will be, said Tempest, extending her right hand. Raven shakes Tempest's hand. Thank you, said Raven. Tempest raises Raven's right arm, then rolls outside of the ring. Raven smiles. Now that's a show of respect, said announcer number 1. James Dennis appears in his office, then turns around. Drake appears. Hello, Mr. Dennis. I see that you're busy. I won't waste much of your time, said Drake. All right, what could I do for you? Asked James. Well, I was wondering, why don't I have a number 1 battle royal tonight? Asked Drake. Well, I'll tell you why. Since you love making appearances whenever I don't even know about it, I think you should have a surprise opponent, said James. A surprise opponent? Asked Drake. Yes, at the next pay-per-view, you will defend your US Continental Championship against a man of the audience's choice. Now how's that for a surprise? Asked James. Fine, said Drake, walking away. James smiles. Wow, surprise opponent for Drake, said announcer number 1. And the audience gets to choose. I can't wait to see the choices, said announcer number 2. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for 1 fall and is a 21-man battle royal, where the winner will face the man at the next pay-per-view. Introducing the challengers: Gargoyle, the Governor; Hercules, Dynamite, the Pursuer; the Guns, Smite, the Bodyguard; Morphos, Havoc, Wolf; Domino, Blueprint; Wrath Hog, he's Hellfire; Thump, Long, the Hyena; Predator, Crazy Eyes; and Ghost Kicker, said announce number 3. Beldings. All 21 men are attacking each other. Hercules is punching the Guns. The Guns is groaning. Hercules does a corner clothesline onto the Guns. The Guns goes limp. Hercules grabs the Guns' shirt, pulls him out of the corner, lifts him over his head, then goes to throw him over the top rope. Wrathhog pulls the Guns down. Hercules turns around. Wrathhog kicks Hercules' testicles. Hercules groans, then leans against the ropes. Wrathhog grabs Hercules' legs, then lifts him over the top rope. Hercules lands onto the floor. Hercules is gone, said announcer number 2. Gargoyle runs at Wrathhog. Wrathhog pulls down the top rope. Gargoyle goes over the top rope, then lands onto the floor. Oh my god. Wrathhog just eliminated 2 big men, said announcer number 1. I'm in shock too, said announcer number 2. Dynamite is punching Havoc. Havoc is groaning, then leaning against the ropes. Dynamite chops Havoc's chest. Havoc groans. Dynamite bounces Havoc off of the ropes. Havoc reverses. It then bends over. Dynamite kicks Havoc's chest. Havoc groans, then stands up. Dynamite runs at Havoc. Havoc sidesteps Dynamite, then throws him over the top rope. Dynamite lands onto the ledge of the ring, then pulls himself up onto it. Havoc goes to clothesline Dynamite. Dynamite ducks. Havoc clotheslines the back of Dynamite's head. Dynamite falls onto the floor. There goes Dynamite, said announcer number 1. Morphos is lifting Wrathhog over the top rope. Wrathhog is holding on to the ropes. Domino runs, then lifts Morphos over the top rope. Wrathhog lands onto the ledge of the ring. Morphos lands onto the floor. Morphos looks up at Domino. Domino waves at Morphos. Bye-bye, said Domino, turning around. Havoc runs, then clotheslines Domino over the top rope. Domino lands onto the floor next to Morphos. Domino looks up at Morphos, stands up, then runs. Morphos chases Domino. Havoc turns around. Wolf dropkicks Havoc. Havoc goes over the top rope, then lands onto the floor. Havoc looks at Wolf. Wolf howls. Oh man, Havoc and Domino didn't see what came at them, said announcer number 2. No, they didn't, said announcer number 1. Crazy Eyes is punching King. King is groaning. Crazy Eyes grabs King's left arm, then does a short arm clothesline onto him. King falls onto the mat. Crazy Eyes turns around. The Governor spears Crazy Eyes. Oh man, did you see that spear? Asked announcer number 2. I did. Governor split him in half, said announcer number 1. The Governor picks Crazy Eyes up, then throws him over the top rope. Crazy Eyes lands onto the floor. There goes Crazy Eyes, said announcer number 1. He really does have crazy eyes, you know, said announcer number 2. Hellfire runs at Ghost Kicker. Ghost Kicker boots Hellfire. Hellfire staggers backwards. Ghost Kicker jumps onto the second rope, then jumps at Hellfire. Hellfire does a throat thrust onto Ghost Kicker. Ghost Kicker falls onto the mat, then holds his throat. Hellfire grabs Ghost Kicker by his throat, picks him up, then leans him against the ropes. Ghost Kicker is slowly leaning over the top rope. Hellfire leaning against the top rope. Wolf dropkicks Hellfire's back. Hellfire goes over. The top rope then lands onto the floor. Ghost Kicker is holding onto the top rope. Hellfire looks up at Wolf. Wolf howls, then turns around. Hellfire grabs Wolf's right leg, pulls him underneath the ropes, grabs him by his throat, lifts him up, then chokeslams him onto the floor. Wolf groans. "Man, what a devastating chokeslam onto the floor," said announcer number 1. Hellfire picks Wolf up, then throws him into the ring. The bodyguard picks Wolf up, lifts him onto his shoulders, then drops him over the top rope. Wolf lands onto the floor. "Well, Wolf's eliminated," said announcer number 2. Blueprint is punching the pursuer. The pursuer is groaning. Blueprint bounces the pursuer off of the ropes. The pursuer twists Blueprint's right arm, kicks his stomach, then sets up for a DDT. "Here comes half of NDS," said announcer number 1. Blueprint twists the pursuer's right arm, kicks his stomach, then sets up for a suplex. "Fisherman's suplex coming up," said announcer number 2. Blueprint lifts the pursuer. The pursuer lands onto the ledge of the ring, grabs Blueprint's hair, then pulls him over the top rope. Blueprint knees the pursuer's stomach, then sets him up for a suplex. "Not on the ledge again," said announcer number 1. Blueprint lifts the pursuer. The pursuer lands onto his behind Blueprint, then kicks his stomach. Blueprint groans. The pursuer sets Blueprint up for a DDT, jumps off of the ledge of the ring, then plants him onto it. "You're eliminated," said referee number 2. The pursuer holds his head. "Damn it," said the pursuer. Blueprint rolls, then falls off the ledge of the ring. "Blueprint's eliminated," said announcer number 2. The bodyguard clotheslines Ghost Kicker, boots Smite, then grabs King by his throat. "You're going for a little," said the bodyguard. King kicks the bodyguard's testicles. The bodyguard groans, then leans against the ropes. "Everyone, eliminate him," said King. The group is lifting the bodyguard over the top rope. The bodyguard lands onto the floor. "There goes the bodyguard," said announcer number 1. The hyena clotheslines Wrath Hog. The governor goes to spear the hyena. The hyena kicks the governor's chest. The governor goes into the ropes. Smite turns the hyena around. The hyena kicks Smite's stomach, sets him up, then does fisherman's suplex onto him. Smite groans. The hyena stands up. Ghost Kicker goes to kick the left side of the hyena's head. The hyena ducks, quickly grabs Ghost Kicker from behind, then throws him over the top rope. Ghost Kicker is holding onto the top rope. Thump punches the hyena, then bounces him off of the ropes. The hyena reverses it, kicks Thump's stomach, then does a neck breaker onto him. Thump is holding his head. The hyena stands up, turns around, then goes to clothesline Predator. Predator ducks, quickly grabs the hyena's shoulders, jumps up, then does backstabber onto him. The hyena groans. Predator stands up, picks the hyena up, then throws him over the top rope. The hyena lands onto the floor. "Goodbye, hyena," said announcer number 2. Ghost Kicker pulls himself onto the ledge of the ring. The guns goes to punch Ghost Kicker. Ghost Kicker blocks, then punches the guns. King goes to punch Ghost Kicker. Ghost Kicker blocks, then punches King. King falls onto the mat. The guns goes to clothesline Ghost Kicker. Ghost Kicker ducks, then kicks the right side of the gun's head. The guns falls onto the mat. King grabs his scepter, then swings it. The scepter hits Ghost Kicker. Ghost Kicker falls off the ledge of the ring. "There goes Ghost Kicker," said announce number 1. Thump goes to clothesline King. King ducks, then swings his scepter again. Thump goes over the top rope, then lands onto the floor. Another elimination by King, said announce number 2. King holds up his scepter, then turns around. The governor spears King. King groans. The governor stands up, runs, then goes to spear Wrath-Hog. Wrath-Hog moves. The governor goes through the middle ropes. Wrath-Hog raises his arms. Yeah, I eliminated governor, said Wrath-Hog. Think again, Wrath-Hog, said announcer number 2. The governor slides into the ring. Wrath-Hog turns around. The governor spears Wrath-Hog. Wrath-Hog is groaning. The governor picks Wrath-Hog up, then goes to throw him over the top rope. Wrath-Hog reverses it, then throws the governor over the top rope. The governor lands onto the floor. Governor's eliminated, said announcer number 1. King slowly pulls himself up with the ropes, then turns around. The guns runs, then clotheslines King over the top rope. King lands onto the floor. The guns picks up King's scepter, then throws it at him. We're down to 4 men, said announcer number 2. Smite is punching Wrath-Hog. Wrath-Hog is groaning. Smite bounces Wrath-Hog off of the ropes. Wrath-Hog reverses it, then clotheslines Smite. Smite groans. Wrath-Hog picks Smite up, then lifts him onto his left shoulder. Smite is squirming, lands onto his feet behind Wrath-Hog, then dropkicks him. Wrath-Hog goes over the top rope, then holds onto the ledge of the ring. Smite looks at Wrath-Hog, then runs at him. Wrath-Hog's shoulder blocks Smite's stomach. Smite falls onto the mat, then groans. Wrath-Hog goes through the middle ropes, sets Smite up for a powerbomb, then lifts him. Smite is punching Wrath-Hog's head, then does a Hurricane Rana onto him. Wrath-Hog rolls onto the mat, then stands up next to the ropes. Smite runs at Wrath-Hog, then does a jumping crossbody onto him. Both Smite and Wrath-Hog go over the top rope, then land onto the floor. Both Smite and Wrath-Hog are eliminated, said announcer number 1. And now we're down to 2. This is exciting, said announcer number 2. The guns is punching Predator. Predator is groaning. The guns bounces Predator off of the ropes, then goes to clothesline him. Predator ducks, bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, then does a jumping forearm onto the guns. The guns groans, stands up, then goes into the corner. Predator stands up, then runs at the guns. The guns lifts Predator over the top rope. Predator lands onto the ledge of the ring, then hangs the guns off of the top rope. The guns falls onto the mat. Predator climbs up the turnbuckle, then gets to the top of it. The guns turns around. Predator jumps off of the top turnbuckle, then goes for an axe handle smash onto the guns. The guns moves, then tries locking in a full Nelson onto Predator. Predator is struggling, then runs backwards into the corner. The guns groans, then tries locking in the full Nelson again. Predator runs backwards into the corner again, then rolls the guns forward. The guns rolls onto the mat, then stands up. Predator runs at the guns. The guns clotheslines Predator hard. What are clotheslines? Said announcer number 1. The guns picks Predator up, then lifts him over his head. Predator is squirming, then lands onto the ledge. The guns is punching Predator. Predator is swaying on the ledge of the ring. The guns punches Predator again. Predator continues swaying on the ledge of the ring. The guns goes to punch Predator a third time. Predator ducks, then hangs the guns back off of the top rope. The guns falls onto the mat, then groans. Predator rolls into the ring, stands up, grabs the guns, picks him up, then throws him over the top rope. The guns is holding onto the top rope. Predator walks away, then looks at the guns dangling. The guns pulls himself up onto the ledge of the ring. Predator runs at the guns. The gun's shoulder blocks Predator's stomach. Predator lands onto the mat, then groans. The guns goes through the middle rope. Predator continues groaning. The guns picks Predator up, then kicks his stomach. Predator groans, then falls to his knees. The guns runs, bounces off of the ropes, then goes for curb stomp onto Predator. Predator moves quickly, grabs the gun's shoulders from behind, jumps up, then does a backstabber onto him. The guns groans. "What a backstabber," said announcer number 2. Predator stands up. The guns slowly stands up, runs at Predator, then goes to clotheslines him. Predator ducks. The guns turns around next to the ropes. Predator quickly clotheslines the guns over the top rope. The guns lands onto the floor. Bell dings. "Here's your winner, Predator," said announce number 3. Predator is kneeling on the mat in the middle of the ring. Referee number 2 raises Predator's right arm. Predator is smiling. "Well, congratulations to Predator. He'll meet the man at the next pay-per-view," said announce number 1. "Hey, look out," said announcer number 2. Predator stands up, then turns around. A title hits Predator's head. Predator is laying on the mat. The man appears, smiles, then raises the title. "What a disgusting champion," said announcer number 1. The man lays on top of Predator, then starts punching him. Predator is groaning. "Come on, stop this. You've proven your point," said announcer number 2. The man smiles, stands up, picks Predator up, kicks his stomach, sets him up, then does a pump-handle slam onto him. Predator groans. The man grabs Predator's right arm and right leg, then pulls him towards the corner. "No, not this," said announcer number 1. "What?" The man gets to the top turnbuckle, looks down at Predator, jumps off, then does a shooting star press onto him. "Oh, come on. The title was enough. That was just overdoing it," said announcer number 2. "He doesn't care one bit," said announcer number 1. The man grabs the title, stands over Predator, then raises it. "Man, what a sickening display by our so-called and quote champion and quote," said announcer number 2. "I agree with you there. Well, folks, another night has come to a close. We want to thank you for watching. Be safe out there and good night," said announcer number 1. "Bye-bye," said announcer number 2, waving. The man continues standing over Predator, then smiles. The end.